Hello friends, once again welcome. In the last lecture we had seen regarding the topics related with the CHI 333. Now in this lecture we want to discuss about a new topic, that is according to new syllabus. It is CCTP 9 course code CHI 332 section first, that is bioinorganic chemistry. Friends, this topic which is related with the bioinorganic chemistry is much important according to NET, SET, GATE, PET, IIT JAM and all other examinations. This is very simple and mark securing topic according to NET, SET or GATE examinations, right. So don't lose the marks of this topic according to MSc Pune University syllabus 2 and according to competitive exam 2, right. In this section, that is bioinorganic chemistry, we want to discuss about recapitulation. Just I will give little bit idea regarding the syllabus. Recapitulation of biological role of metal and ligands. We want to discuss about structure, function and the biochemistry. In this, we want to study about the structure, function, biochemistry of enzyme containing metal such as zinc, copper, cobalt, molybdenum, manganese and ferrous, right one. In this biochemistry, according to metal zinc, we want to study about zinc finger, carboxypeptidase, carbonic anhydrase, copper type first, type second, type third, blue copper protein, azurine and plastocyanin. Cobalt, regarding the cobalt, we want to study about vitamin B12, action, function and applications of vitamin B12, photosynthesis, then molybdenum cofactors, manganese, related to manganese we want to discuss about manganese cofactor and related compounds, and last one non-heme protein. This is whole topic according to your syllabus. For this you can refer various reference books like Biochemistry by Lippard, Bioinorganic Chemistry, Inorganic Elements, Life and Introduction Guide, then Principles of Biochemistry. Various books are available and books are given in a syllabus too, right one. So today we will not study regarding only according to the Pune University syllabus, we will also make a concentrate on a topics related with the NET, SET, GATE examination 2, which are related with the bioinorganic chemistry, right one. So today we will only introduce regarding bioinorganic chemistry in this lecture or in this discussion, right. So friends, concentrate on a word bioinorganic chemistry, right one. Bioinorganic chemistry. If you split this word bioinorganic chemistry, bio related with the bio, that means human being, animals, etc. Inorganic chemistry, under this bioinorganic chemistry we want to study about the biological activity involving inorganic chemistry, that is reactions and properties or applications too, right one. That means we want to study about inorganic chemistry related with properties and the reaction, and bio related with the biomolecules. The composition of biomolecules and application and functions of inorganic reactions is nothing but the bioinorganic chemistry, right. Bioinorganic chemistry, biomolecules is concerned, right. Biomolecules. These biomolecules are nothing but molecules which contain metal atom, right. Therefore some kind or somewhere biomolecules are also called as metallobiomolecules, right. So you can also say that metallobiomolecules, that is biomolecules. These biomolecules are nothing but the protein or enzymes, right. According to study, if you go to Google or referencing the reference books, right, there are 25 essential elements, right. There are 25 essential elements which are required for the organism for growth, regulation and normal life, right. Out of these 25 elements, near about near about 14 are metals and remaining are non-metals. We are not interested here in non-metals, right one. Out of these 14 metals which are essential for health, regulation and normal life, these are divided into two sub classes, right. One is a trace and second one is a bulk amount, right. Out of 14 elements, out of 14 metals, some are required in a trace quantity and some are required in a bulk quantity. In bulk quantity, we required sodium, potassium, calcium and magnesium. That means 4 metals, right. They are required in bulk amount, okay, and remaining 10 are required in very small amount, or you can say that trace amount for the regulation or normal health of the organism. This contain vanadium, chromium, manganese, copper, right, ferrous, cobalt, nickel, etc., right. That means these out of 25 essential elements, 14 metals, 14 are the metals and remaining are non-metallic in nature. Out of these 14, they are classified into two categories. One is a trace amount and second one is a bulk amount. In trace amount, very little quantity or a trace amount is required for the normal life. They contain, for example, vanadium, chromium, manganese, copper, ferrous, cobalt and nickel, etc. While in a bulk amount, that means in a large quantity, in our daily diet, we required sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. These are the 4 essential elements, or you can say metals, right, which are required in a bulk amount for normal life. If you think about biomolecules or metallobiomolecules, that means the molecules, biomolecule which contain metal, right, they are converted in a 3 category. One is transfer and storage protein, transfer and storage protein. Second one, non-protein, and third one, enzymes, right. This is the this is the classification of biometallomolecules or biomolecules. The biomolecules may be transfer or storage protein, non-protein and enzyme. In biochemistry, whole topic related which contain maybe transfer and storage protein like hemoglobin, myoglobin, non-protein, the hem part or proteinous part of biomolecule, or enzyme which are required for the normal life, right. This is about the introduction of bioinorganic chemistry. From next lecture, we will continue the topic, okay, starting from hemoglobin, myoglobin, porphyrin, fluorine, chlorine, chlorophyll, then vitamin B12, okay, dismutase enzymes, right. Okay, so thank you all of you. किती मिनिटाचं झालं?